Crown Jewel headlines a packed Thursday in pro wrestling. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Thursday, October 21st, 2021. A big welcome to those of you listening on TheWrestlingRevolution.com. You can bring our updates to your website. Find out how at JustProWrestlingNews.com. WWE is back in Saudi Arabia for the first time in over a year and a half. Today it's Crown Jewel starting at noon Eastern Time on Peacock in the US and the WWE Network around the rest of the world. The main event will see Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar. SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch defends in a three-way against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Drew McIntyre challenges Big E for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton and Riddle put the Raw Tag titles on the line against AJ Styles and Omos. There will be two tournament finals, Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods to decide the King of the Ring, and Doudrop versus Zelina Vega in the Queen's Crown final. Also, Edge versus Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley in a no-holds-barred match. And Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. The kickoff show begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, and that will have the SmackDown Tag Champs, the Usos, versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Only one match announced for Thursday's episode of NXT UK as of Wednesday night, Symbiosis versus Jack Stars and Dave Mastiff.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
New Japan's G1 Climax tournament reaches its final stop on Thursday as Kota Ibushi and Kazuchika Okada meet in the final. Both men are looking to win the G1 for the third time in their careers. For Ibushi, it could be the third straight year he wins the G1. Okada advanced to the final by beating Jeff Cobb on Wednesday and securing his place on top of the B block standings. It was Cobb's first loss of the tournament.
Impact Wrestling.
Tonight's Impact Wrestling is the last stop before Saturday's Bound for Glory pay-per-view. Finn Juice will go up against Bullet Club's Chris Bay and Hikuleo. The winner will challenge the Good Brothers for the Impact Tag titles at Bound for Glory. Mickie James is set to go one-on-one with Savannah Evans, an opponent handpicked by Knockouts champion Deonna Purrazzo. James is challenging Purrazzo for her title at Bound for Glory. Also tonight, Alex Zane versus Trey Miguel. Before the Impact has W. Morrissey versus Jake Something.
AEW.
QT Marshall told Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Candice Cordelia AEW will never hold another show branded as Bash at the Beach due to, quote, legal reasons, end quote. Post Wrestling's Andrew Thompson later reported that WWE recently filed for trademarks on 6 old WCW pay-per-view names that Cody Rhodes had also been pursuing. There is a new IWA Caribbean champion. Mil Muertes took the gold from Richard Holiday on last night's MLW Fusion Alpha. Muertes got an assist from members of Contra. Also on the show, Calvin Tankman beat Matt Cross to advance in the Opera Cup tournament, and Nicole Savoy beat Holodead. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Thursday, October 21st. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.